Many students tell me how difficult the reading section on IELTS test is. It's so hard. And in particular, the matching the list of headings to the paragraphs is so difficult. What do you think? Do you find matching headings easy in the reading test on IELTS? Hi, I'm Jerry with Global Connection ESL. Today I want to look specifically at a strategy for matching headings to paragraphs. This is a difficult time right now. Everyone around the world is suffering from the spread of the coronavirus. And so here I am at my home, working in a spare room. Even my cats are joining me here and sleeping on the side as I record this video. I hope that this will be helpful for you. This is a special opportunity for us to do extra study at home. And so I hope that you can use this and find it helpful for improving your IELTS score. Also, I want to let you know that I'm going to be preparing an online IELTS course. If you're interested in knowing more about it, please sign up for the wait list. You can get more information in the notes below. You only have to show interest. It doesn't mean that you're signing up for anything, but if you want to know more about this online IELTS course I'm preparing, please let me know in the comments below and by connecting to the link. So let's go ahead and talk about matching headings for IELTS reading and look at a specific example from a reading passage today. Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to do matching headings for IELTS reading. Why, first of all, is it difficult to match headings? Many students have told me that whenever they get to the matching headings part, it just takes too much time. It's really hard to read all of that and get finished in time, and so they don't finish the test. It takes too much time. Other students have told me that many of the answers seem similar in the answer choices, so they don't know what to choose from. Also, there are extra answers that are given. There might be 6 paragraphs, but you have 8 answers to choose from. That means there are 2 extra that you don't need. What about you? Do you have ideas why matching headings can be so difficult? I'd love to know. Tell me in the comments below why you think matching headings are so difficult. I will look forward to reading your comments. Now, let's talk a little bit about a strategy for matching headings. The first point I want you to remember when you do matching headings is to not look at the sample answers first. I want you to look at the passage first. When you know there is a matching heading question, don't look at the answer choices first. Instead, I want you to quickly read the first, the second, and the last sentence of each paragraph. After you read the first, second, and last sentence of each paragraph, write your own idea. Write in your own words what you think the paragraph is about. Simple and short. Then, look at the sample choices and compare what you wrote. And then finally, match the paragraph to the headings. This is the strategy I want you to try with matching headings. Today I prepared a reading passage from an old IELTS test from Cambridge, back in the IELTS 8 Cambridge Prep book. So let's take a look at it together. First, let me tell you the instructions for this passage. It says, you should spend about 20 minutes on questions 27 to 40, which are based on the reading passage on the following pages. We're going to look at 6 paragraphs from the passage, and we're only going to do 27 to 33, matching the headings. So here is the paragraph A in the passage. Wow, it looks like a lot. It will take a lot of time to read that. This is why I say read the first, the second, and the last sentence in the paragraph, and do it as quickly as you can to understand. So it says, a survey conducted by Anthony Senatz at Montreal Concordia University asked participants to comment on how important smell was to them in their lives. it became apparent that smell can evoke strong emotional responses. The perception of smell, therefore, consists not only of the sensation of the odors themselves, but of the experiences and emotions associated with them. So when I look at this, at the last sentence, I see that word therefore. Therefore is a conclusion type of word, and it probably gives me an idea for this paragraph. So I'm going to make my own sentence first. Make it simple just like this. This is my idea. Smell is important for emotions. Let's take a look at paragraph B. Again, it looks long and hard to read, but remember the first, second, and last sentence. If you read the first, second, and last sentence, it says, odors are also essential cues in social bonding. One respondent to the survey believed that there is no true emotional bonding without touching and smelling a loved one. In the last sentence, most of the subjects would probably never have given much thought to odor as a cue for identifying family members before being involved in the test. But as the experiment revealed, even when not consciously considered, smells register. Interesting. So I think if I write a short comment about this paragraph, I would say smell is related to social and emotional bonding, maybe especially in families. Okay, paragraph C. Again, it looks long, but just go for the first, the second, and the last sentence. Even that is a lot to read, so move quickly. In spite of its importance to our emotional and sensory lives, smell is probably the most undervalued sense in many cultures. Undervalued. Interesting. The reason often given for the low regard in which smell is held is that in comparison with its importance among animals, the human sense of smell is feeble and undeveloped. Our noses are able to recognize thousands of smells and to perceive odors which are present only in extremely small quantities. This one is interesting. I think in the first sentence it says undervalued sense in many cultures. And then it says in the second sentence, low regard. This might be helpful for me as I make my idea. My idea is the importance of the power of smell is not understood well. Okay, that's my sentence for paragraph C. Moving on to paragraph D, let's look at the first, second, and last sentence and move quickly. Smell, however, is a highly elusive phenomenon. Odors, unlike colors for instance, cannot be named in many languages because specific vocabulary simply doesn't exist. Okay, so we have a language problem. The last sentence, this has implications for olfactory research. Olfactory is a difficult word that maybe you haven't seen before, but it's all about the sense of smell. So we have not enough language and need for more research. So maybe I'll just say something like, smell is hard to explain. Next, paragraph E. Again, a long paragraph, but remember, work quickly with just the first, the second, and last sentence. Most of the research on smell undertaken to date has been of a physical, scientific nature. Significant advances have been made in the understanding of the biological and chemical nature of olfaction, but many fundamental questions have yet to be answered. Yet to be answered, all right. The last sentence, questions like these mean that interest in the psychology of smell is inevitably set to play an increasingly important role for researchers. Okay, researchers. Okay, so let's move quickly and just make a simple comment like, more research is needed about smell. And the last paragraph, again, so long, but first, second, and last sentence says, however, smell is not simply a biological and psychological phenomenon. Smell is cultural. Hence, it is a social and historical phenomenon. Interesting. Last sentence, the study of the cultural history of smell is, therefore, in a very real sense, an investigation into the essence of human culture. So this is going in another direction here. I think we're talking about culture here more. Let's make this idea. This was my own. I said smell and human culture are closely related. So now we have moved quickly through 6 paragraphs in the reading passage, and we have written an idea for each paragraph. Now, this is what I wrote down when I read the paragraph before I even looked at the answers. Let's now compare my answers with the choices given in the test. So my ideas, I have 6 because there are 6 paragraphs. The list of headings, there are 8 because that's the way the test is. They want you to get confused, don't they? So, paragraph A, smell is important for emotions. Is there one that matches? Difficulty of talking about smells, no. The role of smell in personal relationships, no. Future studies into smell, no. The relationship between the brain and the nose, no. I didn't say anything about the brain. 5. The interpretation of smells as a factor of defining groups. That is not it, I don't think. Why our sense of smell is not appreciated. 7. Smell is our superior sense. And 8. The relationship between smell and feelings. Oh, feelings and emotions are very close, so I'm going to say VIII, or 8, for paragraph A. Now, taking a look at paragraph B, I wrote, smell is related to social and emotional bonding. Oh, look! II says the role of smell in personal relationships. Personal relationships, social bonding, those are very similar. So I'm going to say II for paragraph B. Paragraph C, I wrote, the importance of the power of smell is not understood well. Okay, when I look down the list, I find, VI, number 6, why our sense of smell is not appreciated. Well, if it's not understood and it's not appreciated, if I look back at the paragraph, I think VI makes the most sense. Paragraph D, smell is hard to explain. That's what I wrote. If we look at the first choice, the difficulties of talking about smells is hard to explain seems to be a good match. So paragraph D, I choose I. Now, paragraph E, I wrote, more research is needed about smell. Oh, I, or the third one says future studies into smell. More research, future studies seem to mean the same thing, so I choose I for paragraph E. And then the last one, I wrote, smell and human culture are closely related. Which one is that? Smell and human culture? Well, look at V, number 5. The interpretation of smells as a factor of defining groups. I think I can understand defining groups as culture, so I'm going to choose 5 for paragraph F. Now that I've chosen and matched the list of headings to my ideas, I want to look at the 2 that I didn't choose. I didn't choose IV, number 4, the relationship between the brain and the nose. I don't remember reading so much about the brain, so I'm glad I didn't choose that. Also, I didn't choose VII. Smell is our superior sense. Superior means the top, the best. I think I remember reading that animals have a better sense of smell than humans. So I know that that is not the best choice. So now I feel good about the headings I matched to the paragraphs. What do you think? Does this make sense to you? So there you have it. Today, we looked at an example passage for IELTS reading and practiced matching headings to the paragraphs. Was this helpful for you? I hope that you'll use this strategy. Look at each paragraph first. Read the first, second, and last sentence of the paragraph, and then write your own idea, short and simple, about what you think the paragraph is about. Then compare that with the choices of the list of headings. I think this will help you to be more efficient with your time and have more confidence in writing your answers. I'm so glad you joined, and I hope that you'll use this time when we are staying at home to work more for IELTS. I want you to get a great score. If you're interested again in learning more about the online IELTS course I'm preparing, please check the link in the show notes below. And sign up for the wait list. Signing up for the wait list will give you more information so you can consider it in the future. Thanks so much! By the way, can you like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends? They have extra time right now, and it's a good time to study IELTS at home. I hope that it will help you. And then, why don't you take a look at some of these other videos I've prepared for you. Many IELTS preparation videos are available here. Thanks so much for watching.